Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Graeme, let's talk about people who might be looking for a contractor to come over and do some work, let's say home improvements or design or renovations or maybe even building a custom home. They've never dealt with a renovator before or a guy such as yourself. Where do they start? What do they do? How do they know they got the right guy?
You want to check out people's references, and professional references are the best place to start. Look on the Greater Vancouver Home Builders Association list of preferred builders. There are people there with credentials such as our company. For example, if you're looking at renovations or home improvements, they should be an approved Renomark contractor. That's someone who has a certification from the Canadian Home Builders Association in the renovation industry. And there are also professional designations such as certified residential renovator and certified residential builder. That basically says that your builder has taken proper courses in those specific areas. Quite frankly, anyone can be a renovator. I mean, even you could pick up a hammer tomorrow and call yourself a renovator. There aren't a lot of governing bylaws and city bylaws as far as what you can do. So you really want to protect yourself of who's going to be doing the work. When it comes to building a new house, you need to work with a licensed builder. And in our case, we are both a certified residential renovator and a certified residential builder and licensed builder. And so that means that we can work with people and consult with them on whether their project is a good renovation or whether it's too large and they might want to consider tearing down their house and building new. We can offer both of those services and give an unbiased opinion.
What about insurance, Graeme? When you get a contractor over, is that important that the guy has the proper, or the woman has the proper insurance?
These are details that you definitely want to check out. If you deal with someone who's a certified Renomark contractor, you know that they've already have certain minimal insurances in place, that their references have been checked out and so forth. What you want to look for is liability insurance. The contractor you're working with should have a minimum of $2 million liability insurance. And you should be able to get a copy of their certificate from their insurance company, and you verify that they've actually paid their dues up to date and they're in good standing. And the second part of insurance is WorkSafe, making sure that they, again, have paid their dues every month. And you can actually go online, you get their company name, you go online, you can verify that they are up to date and in good standing. There are other insurances depending on the type of project that you want to make sure. And most homeowners don't realize is even if you have someone on your property to do cleaning, such as cleaning of gutters or windows, you're fully liable for them, whether it's workers' compensation, whether it's paying their taxes or injury insurance. You're fully liable for them. So you want to make sure that these are people that actually pay their taxes, they file properly, they're not working on a cash deal, because that can all come back to you as the homeowner.
Good stuff to know. Now, Graeme, let's say that I have an older home. Let's say I'm living out in West Point, Graeme, and I have a home that I've inherited. It could be 50, 60 years old. It looks to me like it's a sound house, but now I'm thinking, do I want to tear this down and build myself a brand new house, or do I want to renovate this home? What do you suggest there?
It's good to work with someone who does both, like ourselves, who can offer you an unbiased opinion, because if you just call a renovator, they're going to just talk to you about what you can do to renovate your house. And if you talk to an architect or a builder who just does new homes, they're going to convince you to tear it down. What we do is we come out and we do a logistical study of your home. We inspect things such as drainages and foundations and structures, and look at what it is you want to end up with and determine if there's enough good bones to your house that you don't need to tear down that house. A lot of projects that we do are in a renovation permit, but we've substantially rebuilt the house. We actually can offer a 2-5-10 warranty, and it will be deemed a brand new home, even though it's under a renovation permit if we've substantially renovated it. That's something new in the BC Home Protection Act that's available to homeowners. A lot of people don't know that, but you must work with a licensed builder in that particular case. When we come out, we inspect the house, go through what your needs are, talk about your budget, talk about what it is that you want to accomplish. And that's really what you want to do no matter how big or small your project is sit down with somebody who has an understanding of the design process and the build process, because then they'll understand fully how that's going to cost out for you and give realistic budgets to you, and so you can make quality decisions.
So sometimes if you have a great old home, it doesn't need to be torn down. Sometimes just the facelift will do, and the guy to call is Graeme Hugay. He'll come over and sit down, and you talk about their needs, and you go from there, right, Graeme?
Well, exactly. And a lot of times small projects such as, maybe a deck or an outdoor living or some landscaping, and you start off with somebody that you meet down the street or referred by a friend, and that's great. But sometimes those projects, they expand. In fact, often they expand, and somebody says, I wanted to do a deck, and they end up doing also some of their kitchen and so on. And again, it's good to talk to someone who does both small and large projects so that you can really rein in what those potential costs could be and make quality decisions. And that's what we try and do. And for myself, I just come over and have a good cup of coffee or tea and discuss those ideas. We don't charge for doing that. We need to start someplace, especially in the case of a renovation, and looking at your existing home and helping you figure out where you need to go from there.